after 8 o'clock. Whatever way you look at it, it's 8 minutes after 8 o'clock. From the front, from the back, up, down, sideways, always looks like 8 minutes after 8 o'clock. Ross Nobles walked in, whoring himself on XFM yesterday, he tells us.
Yeah.
Glad you could squeeze us in, old
Sorry
friend.
about that. No, I just thought,
I'm so tired. I was up on XFM yesterday. I had to be up early. I thought he was going to say, "Oh, what a bunch of nitwits they are." No, just in en passant.
Yeah,
So, all right.
well, I think I might have mentioned the BBC.
Did you? Well, that's all right. You can mention it today.
I just thought, I'm seeing other breakfast shows. I thought
we agreed in our relationship we could see other breakfast shows, but I just didn't think you'd follow it through. That's all.
I thought I'd be open about it.
Yes, I know. Last time we passed it, I said yes, it's fine by me if you see other breakfast shows. He's gone and done it. What a cow. Good morning, everyone. Yes, we are going to do the next tranche, the final tranche of the Great Pussycat FA Cup before we get onto the doggies. By tomorrow, we will have 2 winners, and it's going to be a tremendous final. I can't wait to play the 8 and 12 overture over the top of that. We're certainly doing that. Amy now has a growing list, and if you didn't hear the first couple of hours of the show, then you're just going to hang on by the tail here, and I hope you can grab some of it, because she's got a growing list of stars who look like pussycats. It's nothing to do with the FA Cup. This came out of something else. You don't want to know. And we're looking for what people have been buried in. Bela Lugosi was buried in his Dracula cape. We think that rapper in America has been buried in an enormous trainer. But what have other celebrities been buried in or with? Wasn't Tom Mix buried on his horse? Was it Tom Mix or Roy Rogers?
Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers was buried. Or is that just, again, one of those stories like we were just talking about, what we know, like the Richard Gere story? You say, Roy Rogers, I can't imagine. They dug a hole so deep, his horse was in it as well.
Was he buried with the horse, or was he
on the horse? He's supposed to be. But the legend goes,
down.
It's enough to be buried with the horse. We don't have gossipers making out he was buried in the saddle. It'd take a lot of wiring, wouldn't it?
Was it coincidental that him and the horse died at the same time, or did they just get up the trigger?
I think it was.
Listen, mate, it's in his will. I'm really sorry.
I think it's Eva Hitler. Yeah. I go, you go.
You're never going to make it as a solo act, Craig. You haven't got
was it under a landslide?
Maybe it was. Just leave him there. That's what Roy would have wanted.
Just the hat sticking out the top.
Which would become a goalpost in years, wouldn't it? Go and get a shirt. We've got the hat and the goalpost, and then we're off. Good morning, everyone. Yes, we're certainly doing that. What are we forgetting about? That people have been buried with. Stars that look like pussycats. We've got the Pussycat FA Cup and the Doggy FA Cup. We've got show business news. For instance, what have some people rung in and said they actually...
Oh, right. Well, we've got...
I'll be the judge.
Sean from Ealing says, "Hi, I always thought that Kenneth Williams looked like a Siamese cat.
Yeah,
and Cilla Black looks like a budgie."
No, Silicat. No, we're not
Silicat.
Silicat. Wow. It's a magic morning there.
Eartha Kitt looks like a cat.
Eartha Kitt.
Nancy from where I think Sophie Ellis Bextor looks like a cat.
Yeah, I can see that.
And
no other animals I'm going to do, because we've done horse-faced people before, and people whose eyes are too close together, or else we've done that once before.
Oh, yeah. Rob,
both you
on
and
the
I
M20.
went into the pot there, by the way.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Really?
Didn't you know you made the list, baby? It was after you went. We were talking about you. People said your eyes were too close together when
They're
you
not
went.
too close together.
I don't think so.
No, I just think
so. I agreed on the morning.
My face is too wide. On my eyes.
No, here's the thing. When you buy binoculars, don't you... I find I can't, and I have to give it... I can't. Because and I think, well, where are people's eyes supposed to be? And I always end up looking round the other way so things are far away. Then I'm comfortable. But binoculars don't fit across the bridge of my nose easily. And that wheel in the middle, I can never marry up with this wheel here, and I give up with binoculars.
Is it too close? Because you've got quite defined eyebrows, as have I. Is that not just... Does that not highlight the eye thing?
I think it throws them into sharp relief. It draws people's attention. So what we've got is a pelmet, in effect. So there's that going on.
Samantha Janus.
Is she?
No.
Why didn't you shout out?
Sorry.
Are you that tired?
No, you know what? I have lost my mind this morning. You know what I did last night? This is honest to God's truth, right? You know what I did, right? You know some people, like, kind of...
Samantha James.
You know some people kind of wake up and kind of do a bit of sleepwalking? Last night, in my sleep, I woke up and started dismantling a light fitting.
No!
Yeah. I stood on the bed, right? And just, like, my girlfriend woke up and just went, "What are you doing?" And you know that horrible thing where you kind of wake up and go, "Oh my God."
Oh, you really were?
I was genuinely asleep, and I kind of woke up to find with my hand, like, just shoved into the light fitting.
I'm begging you to get some help.
I was just, what? Samantha Janus looks like a cat.
Do you know, I can't recall her to mind over, who's the other one who's always on posters with no drawers on in London? What's her name? The raciest photos yet, it always says. What's her name?
No. Jordan.
No, who's the girl who's always... She's not like... she's a short little name. No, she's not. No, what's her name?
Gail, what's her name?
Gail Porter.
No, not Gail Porter. No. You know it's not Gail Porter. The other one. She's in a magazine at the moment, no drawers on.
Oh, that one.
Woman without a pants. You make it sound like she's wandering around the streets. Some pantless
What's her
woman.
name? Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter.
We've got another...
Singer or actress or
Is she just a model?
This is BBC Radio London 94, but now can we raise the tone just a little here?
It's a 20 questions. It's good.
What is it?
Woman
There's a
without
What
poster.
does she
pants.
look like?
She's leaning forward on the poster.
Let me guess, she has...
Joe Guest. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark.
seen the
Joe
poster.
Guest.
What in charades? What is the when you go? It's a book. It's a film. What is the sign for woman without any pants on? She's a woman without any pants on.
You just disrobed nicely from the dainties. Sorry, Amy, raise the conversation. What have you got there? You haven't.
I'm just shocked at those posters.
They are quite bad, aren't they?
They're really
I'm not,
bad.
I'm not shocked at them, but they are quite bad.
Is that the one with that sort of a bums in the air?
It's like the Average White Band album. Yes,
right.
it looks like the Average White Band first cover. Yes, it does, or second cover, to be precise.
Debbie McGee and Alan Rickman look like cats as well.
Alan Rickman looks like cats. I don't know about
Rob
David
on the
McGee.
M25
Here's
said
Merlin. See, we're trying to do so much other stuff this morning, and you mentioned you started the cat face thing, and here we haven't even spoken while Ross is here, if he can remember. Mel,
I've come to do your lights.
Mel, what have you got for us, Mel?
Morning, Dan.
Good morning, Mel. Say morning, Candyman. You win £1.
I know.
Go on, go on, do it.
Zoe Wanamaker looks like a cat.
I'll give it to her anyway. I've got to. Zoe Wanamaker looks exactly like
really
a
looks like a cat.
Exactly like
she
a
falls
cat.
asleep under cars. So
She does look like a cat. Yes, she does. As much as Jerry Hole looks like a hole, she looks like a cat. She looks just like her. That's top of the shop. I think we can stop it there. Thanks, Merle. Anything else you want to tell us?
I want you to replay, Daddy, those jingles you played about the kids with the music that's going on in the head of the kids at 2 and 8 and 18
I can
months.
certainly do that. I can certainly. I'll tell you what, I'll sort that out during, unless it's by chance on here. No, it won't be. No, we've got Sarawak and the Solomon Islands FM. Hang on. So just see we have in Pidgin English. I can play Volcano FM. Volcano FM. Have a where is it? Volcano. This is Volcano FM. This is. I'll get what you want in a minute, but this is the actual jingle of Volcano FM, which is in the Ascension Islands. So here we go.
Happy listening.
Volcano Radio.
Yes, it is, and that's a real station. Where you go, Ola?
This is BBC London 94.9. Danny Baker's Breakfast Show. Weekday mornings from 6.
Oh, well, I'm back again. That's all right. So tell us why you have come in then, Ross. That's all right. Like the listenership are going, oh, damn it, where's my travel? So you have come in this morning after making a second on the billing to XFM.
Oh, don't even start with
Christian
that.
Daly and his XFM. But you're just about... tired as you are, you're tired because
Yeah.
you're promoting a tour which is actually going to kill you.
Yeah.
So-
No, I'm not. I'm only tired because I've never really got up before lunchtime, and I've had to do it 2 days in a row. Yeah.
Oh, that's going to break everyone's hearts
Yeah,
out there.
that's
That's going to sell some tickets for you. Oh, look at me. I've got up 2 days in a row before lunchtime, so
Well,
come and see
you
my
know.
concert. That's not going to work, Ross.
No, that's the name of the tour.
How many are you
I've
doing?
never got up before lunchtime. Come and see my concert.
Look what I'm doing for you people. But you are playing like 1 million concerts. What is it?
Yeah, I do like the word concert. It is good. It's much
just realised
better
I was
than
saying
show.
it.
It is great.
Are you, and
I
you'll be
would
bringing
concert.
you'll be bringing your saxophone with you.
I certainly will. And a light beat combo. Yeah, no, I'm doing a tour all around. Like it's 45 dates,
Yeah.
all around the place, and it's coming near London.
Ross Noble is with us.
Morning.
Yes, and I think the pep and zing is coming. See, after the debilitating process of going through XFM, you know, of course we're having to put some snap in your step.
Yeah.
But honestly, you are playing an extraordinarily punishing tour, even in showbiz terms.
No, you see, everyone keeps saying that. Everyone keeps going, oh, you know, 45 dates, and oh, you'll be knackered.
45 dates in 2 weeks. Now, come on,
Yeah,
that's going
that
to be
is true.
that's a
Yeah,
punishing
yeah,
schedule.
back to back.
No, actually, I don't know how long you've got. How many dates? How many dates?
It's over 5 years.
Oh, now, well, okay, all right,
Short
yeah.
instalments.
Yeah. You know, the truth, there's something, and you're not going to like this, but you are getting towards that great showbiz accolade. You are funny without actually saying it, Ross, honestly. We get lots of guests in here, we've had but you are getting towards that thing where you don't have to say that much, and people fall around. It's a great gift, and I know you don't want to hear that, but it's quite true.
No, that's quite all right.
It is, it's quite true. I think...
I'll shut up then.
No, no.
Can I go? Can I just go and lie on the couch down there? And they go, "He's brilliant, that look. Oh, it's fantastic. Look at the way he's sleeping." I'll tell you what, though, that news thing outside there.
What?
How tempting was that for me? Before?
Oh, was it live TV?
I went down there and they were on, and they were on, and I could see it, and I thought,
believe me, anyone certainly on this show. If you want to talk about, they do the little monkey show for television out there. You know, they go over and they opt out and say, "Here's what's happening in your area," and everyone has to do. Then London news is national news. I think I'm right in saying. But
on the Sky it is.
And so
on the Sky Digital.
What?
Basically, if you just put BBC One on Sky Digital, doesn't matter where you are in the country, goes to London.
Of course it does. But they have to opt out and pretend we're just like any other. They try that. But anyway, it's done just outside this door here. The actual cameras are set up, and whoever's doing it stands there with their bit of paper. And it's done there. That thing you see on television is done just there. And they have signs on the doors around here saying, "Be aware of the television." Like we're all, slaving away in the salt mines here. All television, sir. We won't tread on their toes, sir. No, sir. They're telling people don't want to see people like us around their feet, sir, getting in their way. The temptation to walk on there.
It's unbelievable.
And shout out, "Put the hook down!" It's unbelievable.
Or actually go on dressed as a confused Captain Hook. or just sidle into the shot dressed as Captain Hook. Because they'd have to say something. "What are you doing here?" "I'm here for the interview." Just see that face live.
That thing that Benny Hill used to do while Henry McGee was introducing him. We used to shuffle and give the salute in the back. That's it.
Oh.
Well, sir. Good evening, viewers. All right.
You know what? It would be worth bringing somebody in. Because you'd be banned from the building.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, when's the next bullet?
I think about
Come on, when is the next bullet?
Well, I'll tell you what we will do.
I'm not an employee.
You're not an employee. No, you're not an employee. You've got a tour to promote.
Exactly.
That's it.
I mean, imagine that.
We need some celebrity to knock Matthew Kelly off the headline.
The only problem with that would be is the fact that like how like Les Dennis. Have you heard about this? Les Dennis is doing a tour.
Yes, he is. Yeah. I know. An audience with him. He's going to talk. No, he's going to talk openly about his marriage and everything. You're the showbiz editor. You must know this. No,
I get all my news from Ross.
Yeah, and he is. Yes, Les Dennis is doing it's what he's going to take questions from the audience about his marriage and everything. He's parlaying it up into his having done the Big Brother. He's now parlaying the heartbreak up into a tour. It's the heartbreak tour.
But that's the thing, like for me, people turn up because they go, "Oh, he's good stand-up. We'll go and see that." They're
superb
not there.
Story. You're hiding your lot under a bushel. Superb. Hang on, what? Paris. 3 nights in Paris.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In French?
I'm not. Oh, don't be silly. Play the game.
No, children, not. You're doing 3 nights in Paris. Have you done that before?
I've done it 5 times before.
Okay, yeah,
it's great. It's just really good. It's not all French people. It's kind of a mixture of Australians and
I can understand that. But even so, the first time you played, and I noticed this is absolutely true. I've got the itinerary in front of me. You go to Paris after playing in the Willows Arts Centre, Corby. Nothing wrong with that. Where the Trouser Press comes from. Then you do 3 nights in Paris, and it's back to the Carnegie Hall, Workington.
Yeah, Workington.
The Workington Carnegie Hall.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You are kidding.
No.
Good morning, everyone. It's a magic morning. Ross Noble's with us. Returned to us after a brief fling with another network. He's about to embark on a showbiz first, 45 dates in 5 years or something like that. I can actually see it ends on March the 17th, so it is pretty snug as an itinerary goes. How much to expect, almost a straight question, how much do you expect it to change between the 23rd of January at the Sheffield Memorial Hall and the Theatre Royal Newcastle? I know you're a very fluid act anyway.
Yeah, it changes all the time anyway, so it's kind of like, it'll be a different...
Yeah, but it has to be fixed points.
Yeah, but it'll, by the end it'll be a different show completely.
It'll be any good.
Yeah.
But you're starting in Sheffield. I noticed on the 19th though, it's penciled in here, you're doing a benefit gig for Guided Balloon. What's that?
What?
The
Gilded Balloon.
The Gilded Balloon. That's
Guided Balloon.
I thought it was going to be after all these years. Let's apologise for the Hindenburg.
The Gilded Balloon, the venue up in...
Guided Balloon.
Yeah, the Guided Balloon.
Yeah.
Guided Balloons for the guides. For the blind.
Because there's a bit already.
There you go.
Gilded Balloon, what's that?
Open it, stretch it to 20, everyone's a winner. It's basically the Gilded Balloon, which is like one of the big venues up at the Edinburgh Festival. Right. Burnt down.
Did it really?
The whole lot got completely destroyed. destroyed, it was kind of, you know, this historic bit of Edinburgh.
Yeah.
You know, on the news, like, it was about a month back.
Yeah, of course, I know.
So a big fire in Edinburgh.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that was it. The whole lot went.
Oh,
so
man.
basically, so it's a kind of it's a big benefit gig and loads of top acts.
Is that here or up in Edinburgh?
No, that's down here. It's the
right.
Piccadilly. I think it's already sold out.
Well, you're also.
But I am doing it.
I've been looking actually at your itinerary here, and you are Epsom and Harrow on the 12th, 13th, and 14th of March.
Yeah.
So there, that's pretty much.
I do come, close to London.
What's that about then? Why is it, if you forgive the phrase, so provincial a tour?
Because I did a West End run.
I know, but even so.
Well, you know.
A few quid, surely it would have been. I tell you, was in here. Was Al Murray last week, and he starts at the Lyric for 5 weeks. Has he already started? Was it Monday? I believe he started.
Started yesterday, I think.
And he was. I think the phrase "bricking it" kind of. He said, "Oh, this is a big one." Was there much? Did you find that much of a huge change playing the West End as any other club?
Well, to a point. I mean, it was that thing of like, for me, I was just kind of, it'll be fine. It wasn't until I kind of walked down the Strand and saw a picture of me on a pig. Like kind of 50 foot high, and kind of went, oh, hello there, and this will be fun. And then, in fact, I did have the pleasure of two guys. I was on my motorbike, and I was just coming along, and these two blokes came up and they went, "Excuse me, could you?" And I lifted my visor like that, and I went, "Oh, it's you. We're looking for the cafe next to the theatre because we're coming to see the show."
Oh no, yeah.
And I went, "All right. Well, what you do is you go along there. There's a 50-foot picture of me on a pig. Just turn the corner.
It'll be next door to that."
Yeah. But once the show started, it was fine.
Yeah. But how comes you can? I mean, with all disrespect to these places, how can you go back to working to Workington after you've
done the West End?
You've been
because it's my job.
We're talking earlier on, Ross, about Chelsea and Charlton who were moaning about whether sand on a pitch is playable.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to an adventure playground? And I'm sorry to throw this at you, but did you grow up in an area where there are adventure playgrounds or extremely dangerous playing surfaces? Were you an outdoorsy kid?
Yes, very much so. But we used to live on the edge of a park, but it wasn't like a kind of a proper kind of park with swings and stuff. It was just like a waterlogged, muddy field.
But it had a fence around it. That it was.
No, it was just a big piece of
a piece of green.
Yeah, and it was kind of so not so much actually falling and hurting, more just like trench foot.
You really? It was the sun. It was the sun.
It was a proper,
Yeah.
But there used to be an old farmhouse at the kind of over the way, which was a bit of a walk. But we used to go there and kind of strip it down for wood, like at bonfire time.
Really?
And but we went into this place and
were people living there, or
there was a very angry farmer. So we used to go in this place and we used to nobody lived there for years, so we used to kind of nick stuff and we'd take the joists out the roof for our bonfire and stuff, and slowly it was dismantled by local kids over the years. But there was one day where we were there was loads of us on the roof, and the tiles had already gone, and we were kind of sort of standing on these rotten joists, and this one kid, Salty, was like on the top, and he nice.
Yeah, no, just I've got this going on. Yeah,
and he actually one of the joists gave way, and he fell through the roof, hit the plasterboard, went through that, then went through the floor. It was like a Buster Keaton, like full on, like through one, and like kind of that was, we thought, oh well, he's all right now. Bang, and he hit the roof, and he came through there. And he went through the neck, but it was slowing him down as he went. And then his feet went into basically his feet,
the last level,
went into the thing like that, and just like he just looked, we're all just looking down like that, and this one kid, little Hans, just turned round and shouted down the hall, "Is he dead?"
Oh God! After the kid laying under the train, I thought, well, that's it. We've got all that kind of reckless stuff. But you stripped this house until, like you say, Keaton-esque, it was falling apart.
Yeah,
Is he dead?
It was literally like there was a couple of kids, and they said that they were just these other kids said they were standing there, and all of a sudden, This kid came through the roof, and his feet went into the plaster of the floorboards, and they looked up, and this little face appeared at the hole. Is he dead? Not like kind of concerned, just going like, did I kill him?
Should we move on with it? Yeah.
Did I kill him?
Should we all do it? You see, and something, and I still know the family involved in this, but I don't think there's a statute on grief, but nevertheless, it was about 40 years ago, and there used to be an area around our way called Mud Island, which is because these houses had been built in the Victorians, but the foundations had gone. gone, and all they've been cleared for years. But the houses, where Millwall's football ground is now, the foundations are given away, and they were all at crazy angles. All these really odd to look at, you know. So of course we used to go around there and say, stay away from the houses, they're not safe. And a kid did, one of the kids, exactly that. But I'm afraid when they shouted, is he dead? The answer came back, yeah. Right. So yeah, he was kind of one of the gang, but it was about, say, he was 14 at the time. But when he came, and this is the unfortunate part of it that maybe squirreled up one day into a part of a sitcom, which is a terrible thing, but here we go. He had an open caskets of friends to go and see him.
Oh no.
I know, I'm really not going to get back to the Pussycat FA Cup after this, and I've come a long way from it. And when he went there, my mate Lenny had borrowed him, like 4 weeks previous, these mohair trousers, which were fantastic and much prized. And he's laying there, and Lenny was so shocked when he got there, and all he could say was, that's my trousers. They've dressed him in my trousers. And we all went, well, Len, come on, you know. Yeah, but they cost me about 16 quid. He was going, I know, Len, well, you can't go to... He said, I'm going to have to go and... I said, you can't now disrobe the poor... He said, but look, they don't have any others. They're made for us. And they'd put them on him, you see, and he was laying there. Now, I know this is grim. But Lenny, to this day, whenever we say, you know, oh, you know, he'd have been 45 now, he goes... And I'm not recommending Burke and Hare here, but it did cross Lenny's mind that yes, it's a tragedy, but do we have to add to it here by actually sacrificing a pair of my
He was buried. He wasn't cremated because that would be.
I know that would be because you couldn't stand outside the place. There you go, you're trapped.
Or you could just loosen the pants and just trap the corner just on the edge.
This is so bad.
As it rolled back through the things like that, the trousers were trapped, and he disappeared, but the trousers
stayed exactly where they were. Please don't. I feel so bad, but that's quite true. I do remember that Lenny saying, "That's my trousers."